Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a
The one
few
one
a
is the top
delay.
one, not the bottom one. We got in. We got in.
Great.
Yeah. Oh crap! The audio's on. Shut up, Tatiana.
So we're gonna add a delay. All right. So after we shoot a bullet, we want to wait a few seconds. Let's say 0.1. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Okay, so we can see what's happening here. It's kind of freezing up. Everything is freezing up. Okay. So that's a problem right now. So what we need to do is we need to separate the control shooting from the normal moving player code so that it doesn't impact it, so that it doesn't pause for that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag out a when I receive start game, another one, and then we're gonna add an infinite loop, a forever loop, and in there we're gonna move the control shooting there.
Wait, what?
So okay, so what I did was the control shooting was here. I dragged out a new start game when I received start game and forever loop, and I moved the control shooting right there. So that way it's separate from the main game loop because that way it doesn't affect it. All right. Does everyone have that? Okay. There was a problem. Okay. All right. Does everyone have this now? What we're going to do now is we're going to change our control shooting block. We're going to right click it and we're going to click edit. All right. So remember how run without screen refresh was ticked? We want to turn that off because now we're including a timer. We want to wait a few seconds. So we're going to turn that off. In addition to that, we're going to add, I'm going to add something like this. Add some more text and I'm going to be like, I guess reload time.
What do you do if you just joined?
Oh, well, I think that's fine. What I want us to do right now is so what happened what I did was I dragged out a new when I received start game and a forever loop, and I moved the control shooting from this forever loop to this forever loop so that it's separate from the main game loop. That's what I did.
Okay.
All right. Once you have that, what I did was I added a wait 0.1 seconds after in the control shooting block after create a clone of bullet. So that means every time we create a clone of bullet, we also wait 0.1 seconds so that it gives it space, an interval of time between shooting consecutive bullets. And then we're going to edit the control shooting by right clicking it and then clicking edit.
Wait, so in the player we added a new sprite or a new block named control shooting?
No, we already had that block. We should have
Oh,
already had
okay.
that.
Okay.
We just click edit. And then once we edit it, we want to make sure to untake this run without screen refresh. Make sure there is no check. And
Wait,
then we're
how
going
do you
to add some
edit?
text. Slash slash. And it's going to be like reload time. And then we're
Wait,
going to add an input and then place time. And then you're going to click OK. So hold on a second. Okay. Does everyone have this?
yeah.
Okay, great. Now we're going to click OK. And now when you shoot the bullet, you can see it should work. If it doesn't work, please tell me. All right. And now, in place of this wait 0.1 seconds, we're going to place time there so we can control the time more effectively. So place time there. And now it should stop working.
Wait, can I see the thing that you did before I got here?
Yeah. So what I changed before was right here.
Oh,
Oh, oh boy. All right, there.
uh,
So what happened was I moved control shooting. It was originally here. I moved it to here after I
okay.
dragged out a new start game and a new forever loop. Now in the reload time, we're going to place 0.1.
Wait.
All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Does everything work for everyone? So you should be able to shoot it now, and it should shoot much slower than before.
Well,
So
my computer's not letting me type it.
oh, not letting you type the 0.1?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I mean, I guess for now you can just remove the time. Just you remove the time. This thing so that it still waits 0.1 seconds for now and just for you. All right. So now here's another thing, another issue that okay, so now I'm back with everyone, all right? So here's another issue that we currently have. Do you see how the bullet it comes on top of the tank? We kind of want it to go behind the tank, right? To make it seem like it's coming out of the barrel right there. So that's an issue right now. And what we need to do is we need to make sure that when we start the game, the player is at the very front. So we're gonna go to looks, and then we're gonna scroll down a bit, and then what we're gonna find is go to the front layer. We're gonna place that before setting the variable. So this is when in the start game, the first start game script. We want to make sure it goes to the very front at the very beginning of the code. All right, the tank goes to the front, which means okay. So everyone, all I did was I dragged out a go to front layer and I placed it right there, and that's it. Okay. All right. So now it goes to the front. So now when you shoot, it should look like it's actually coming out of, well, the tank, as you can see. Does it look like that for everyone? Now I think let's go to variables and let's hide the speed x and speed y variables. We don't need to see those anymore. Now let's go to backdrops and let's select a good backdrop. So go to the stage right here and then go to backdrops. And then down here, you choose a backdrop. Okay, so everyone click stage to the very right side. Let me go full screen to make it more clear. Stage, and then click backdrop. And then we're going to go down here, choose backdrop, and just do the search thing so we can find a good backdrop. And I think one that would work pretty well would be, I don't know, let's see. I just kind of want to do a very simple one that's, let's see, where was the one I'm looking? Where's the one I'm looking for? Okay, this is the one I want, stripes. I think it looks pretty good. And it pairs pretty well with what we have right now. But yeah, you don't need to select that. You can select any backdrop. It's just for decoration.
Wait, now my
Sorry, what?
now my player is like uh
Your
now my
player's
player's
what?
covered up.
Oh, it's covered up? Did
Yeah.
you change the backdrop for the stage? So right over here. Over here in this part, the stage part. Not a sprite down here. A stage. Did you do that? Or did you do a sprite?
I did a stage drop or a backdrop stage.
Okay, and it's covering the player?
Yeah, and the bullet.
Can you click the flag again?
Uh,
Is it there? Or
no.
still no? Okay, could you maybe reload the scratch page after saving it?
Okay.
I feel like maybe that's the problem. Just maybe. Was that it?
Uh,
Does it work now?
no.
No? Did you say no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. It's strange. Is your stuff like shown? Like, does it have this icon? Select that icon for both of these, maybe. Or actually, bullet, you don't need to. Just the tank. Make sure you show the tank. It's still not working?
Oh, okay, now it's working.
Okay, great. All right.
Wait,
Now let's continue.
is it
Yeah?
okay if I don't have the 0.1? 'Cause
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
can't type.
Can you
Okay.
shoot though?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's completely fine. All right. Yeah. You're not in full screen. Yeah, okay. So now let's choose a new sprite. Go down to this area where it says choose a sprite. Not choose a backdrop, but choose a sprite right there. Right there. Okay, and oh, sorry, not choose a sprite. We're gonna hover over it and then we're gonna click paint. All right. And here we're gonna zoom in quite a bit until we can see the individual squares clearly. And I think we should just draw some kind of enemy. Everyone, what should our enemy be? What design would you want it to have?
Maybe
want
another tank, but red.
Hmm.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm saying like mini toy soldiers.
Mini toy soldiers? Maybe we can add different types. So why don't we do like the soldiers first, and then we'll add the tank. Like the tank is a stronger one, and the soldier is like a weaker one, right? So for soldier, I think we can do a circle. You don't have to do exactly what I do, but make sure you don't do something too crazy, too large. All right, I'm just gonna do a little circle. How would we draw a person? I'd make it 2D, so I think something like this. That doesn't really look like a person, but it's fine. Maybe let's fill in the circle with something. Maybe that'll make it look like a person. I'm just gonna give it like
You can put a hat on top of him.
a hat. How do you think we could do that? Like just add another circle? Or I feel like maybe this works. Okay, but here's the thing. I want to make sure these arms are not here. I want to make sure they're pointing towards this direction, right? That direction. So we're gonna make it the arms extend from like here
Can you make
and
the
here.
soldier green? Like the inside of
Green?
him green?
Oh yeah, to like do a military kind of? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think that fits. Like a darker green, a Nate, like a kind of I think that. And then you can add some more details, honestly. I'm not like that artistic with this, but you can add details. I'm just gonna do this for now. I think this is all right. Yeah. I mean, it's small, it works. Maybe a soldier, just like a walking soldier. I'm gonna make the arms a bit smaller. I feel like they're a bit too large. But yeah, just make them like just be creative with it. Whatever you want. So we're gonna name this costume. Okay, so first we're gonna name this sprite enemy. Okay, so these are where all the enemies are gonna be. For this costume, we're gonna name it soldier. All right, and of course you can add your own design. Maybe how would you add the hat though? Because I don't really know, but is there a way to add a good hat on top of it?
Maybe you could make it look like a baseball cap.
Baseball cap. It's from the top view. It's from a bird's eye view. So would this be good? Oh wait, that's fine. All right. Yeah, maybe.
I kind of just put a circle with a square in front of it.
Okay, yeah, that's smart. Let me do that. It's a good idea. I'm gonna give it like that's good, Rayan. Okay.
I'm not Rayon.
I know. I'm talking to my sister. She's right next to me. Sorry, but yours is really good as well. Something like, is this kind of what you had? Eh, looks like something, I guess. I don't think I executed it well, but it just works. You can change it whenever you want. Change how it looks. Should be pretty small though. I think maybe I'll make everything just a slight bit larger and make sure to center it. It's always important to center it. Okay, nice. Very nice. Oh, I see. I see. I see what my sister did. Let's see. Maybe I can copy you on that, Rayanne. So what my sister did was kind of made the body like that without an outline and then moved the arms to like a more back, more towards the back. And then she removed the outline on this as well. She made this kind of the head. So it's kind of like a fat guy. And then what she did was she added a bunch of hair, which she made black, and an eye. So we're gonna change this to like a smaller thickness. So we can maybe change it to two, or maybe four would work on this. So one eye here and one eye here. And then what she did was add a bunch of hair here. And I think that this design is pretty good. What's up? What question do you have?
Uh, I gave mine a knife. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's completely fine. In fact, that's actually a pretty good idea. I think I'm gonna implement that real quick. It's a really good idea. Give them some stuff, I guess. So a knife, let's do like a kind of brown thing, and then a silver blade, I'd say, right? Okay, there we go. I sort of got like a dye there, but it's all good. And I think I'm gonna actually make it bigger as well. Maybe just a bit bigger. I feel the need to do that. But make sure you center it. Like make sure the circle is in the center, not the entire thing, because like my entire thing would be offset from. Make sure the circle is in the center. It's fine. All right. Now we can go down here and choose another costume and let's paint it. So this second costume we're gonna name Tank. Because we're gonna make it a stronger one, I guess.
Instead of like having just one soldier and a tank,
Yeah.
could you have like one soldier with a knife and one soldier with like a gun or something?
A gun? I think the tank would be like kind of like the gun because the soldier would just attack you from just like walking up to you. I think the tank would kind of shoot you. I think that's kind of the distinction between those two. I think you can add that if you want, but it's I think we need to move on to the code really soon, or else this thing won't work. Like it'll just be no functionality really. So you can add that, and we can add that in the future as well. But for now, let's keep it simple by adding two. All right. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So what we can do for this tank is we don't want to build it all the way, like build it again, right? So we can go back to the player and then we can highlight the entire thing by clicking and holding down and making this kind of selection box. And then we can do Control C. Or there's also a copy button up here. So you can click the copy button. And then you go to the enemy. No. Wait, hold on. Let me repeat it. You highlight the tank. You go to the player and you highlight the entire tank. And then you click copy. So now you're copying the tank. And now you're going to the enemy and the tank sprite in the enemy, and then you're going to click paste. And boom, you have an identical tank. Right? That's what you should have. And this time we're going to make it red to distinguish it, right? Or maybe make it like some kind of other color other than your player's color. So maybe maybe I'll make this guy red as well to make it seem like more like an enemy sort. I just kind of want to distinguish it, but you don't have to do that. You can make it any color you want.
Your stick
make-
figure
Wait,
looks like
how do you add another sprite, another costume again?
Oh, okay. You go down here to the bottom left. Do you see that? Choose costume, and you just click paint. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah. I mean, all this art kind of stuff is you can do whatever you want with it, just as long as it's like it's functionally the same, right? So not too big, not too small, but for the decorations, you can really do anything. You can be creative with it. This guy's gonna have a red. Yep, there we go. So if I like, that's good. Make sure it's pointing to the right side because the right side is the standard for rotation and stuff. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wait a bit for y'all to finish up your artwork, and then we'll start the code soon. All right. All right. Is everyone done with their art? Does anyone need more time? Okay, I think we can move on now then. All right. So for our enemies, we have multiple types, right? So the first thing we want to do is we want to be able to distinguish between the types. So we're going to go down to variables, and then we're going to make a new variable. And we're going to name it enemy type. And then make sure it's for this sprite only. The reason we click for this sprite only is because when we click for this sprite only, each clone of something has a different instance of the variable. So the variable is different. The value in the for the variable is going to be different for each of the clones. So each of the different enemies is going to have a different enemy type. Well, it doesn't have to be different, but it can be different. That's the crucial point. That's why we pick for this sprite only. All right, now we're going to click OK. Now we should have enemy type. We can just hide it instantly. We don't need to see that. So let's drag out a set enemy type and place it on our canvas right here. And then we're going to go to events, and then we're going to drag out start game. Start game is what initiates everything, right? It's how the game starts. So of course we're going to have this. What do you mean? Okay, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, once you have start game, do that, and then we're gonna wait a few seconds. Let's say wait like 3 seconds to start it out, and hold on. All right, so at the very beginning of the game, we want to wait a few seconds to give like a kind of grace period for the player to start out, right? And then we can start like kind of the first wave. You can custom design it, right? So for, I guess we can do, okay, so we can create a new block. Go down to My Blocks, and then make a block, and we're gonna call it spawn enemy, and then slash slash type. And then you're gonna add an input for type. And then you can click run without screen refresh. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna allow us to spawn an enemy type of our choosing. Okay? And then after that, we're just gonna click OK. So now we have a new block. So inside this block, what we're going to do is we're going to set the enemy type to this purple type block. What this does is whenever we use this block, it's going to initiate the enemy type. And then right after, we're going to go to control, and then we're going to drag out a create a clone of myself. So that makes sure that that clone has the enemy type that is given to it.
Wait, is it okay if my thing doesn't even my player doesn't even shoot anymore?
I think that's kind of a problem. Wait,
It doesn't shoot. Wait, does it shoot now?
did you change any of the code? If you didn't
Mine
change any of the
is
code,
fine.
you're in the enemy code, right? Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So just click the flag again and try to shoot again.
Yeah, it's not shooting.
It's not?
Yeah.
Did you change anything here? Okay, so let's just go back to the player code and let's check it out real quick. So do you have the forever loop, the start game, forever loop, control shooting, reload time?
Yeah.
And are you able to type 0.1 now? Maybe you should try that out. 0.1.
Uh, no.
You still can't type? Is it like a circle? Like is it like a circle area? Like, is this kind of
Well,
input a circle?
it's like weird if I click on the blank thing and try to type, uh there's like a yellow outline on the define control shooting slash slash reload time.
Oh, that's because it's like running it. Can you go to the actual control shooting slash slash reload time?
Yeah. Then
Um, Is it the same as mine?
Uh, yeah.
Okay. Um, did you remove this time?
Which one?
The time in the wait time seconds, you remove that just for you. Everyone else has that in, but for you, we're gonna remove it.
Well, I could type in that one. Just can't type in the other one.
Well, yeah, which is why we got to remove this time because if you don't type in it, then time will be nothing. Then it'll wait nothing seconds. So you got to remove it. So you got to still have 0.1 in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So yeah, you're gonna remove time. So now can you shoot? Now are you able to shoot? Once you click the flag again, of
Oh,
course.
wait. I think when I made the block, I think I did like, I th- I
Did you
think
do
I
it
did a, I think I
triangle?
added an input a Boolean instead of a number or a text.
Oh, okay. Then go ahead and edit it. So right click and then click edit.
And then,
And then if you had a Boolean here, you can just delete it. So click the delete button. So click it and then click delete on top. And then instead add the input, add the circular input.
okay. And what do I name it again?
Just time. The circular input is just time. And then click OK.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
then now you can place the time in the wait something seconds. You can
Oh,
do
okay.
that.
Now I can type it and stuff.
And can you type 0.1 here as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Now does it work?
No,
Are you able to shoot?
no.
No? Did you change anything? Maybe you should save your project and reload again. I think that may sometimes be like the big problem. Okay, so as for everyone else, make sure your enemy has uh these blocks of code. So set enemy type to type here, the type that you want, and then create a clone of myself. All right, Jasmine, are you done reloading?
Yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't work. Can you share your screen real quick?
Yeah.
Wait, hold
Uh,
on. Share settings. Let me wait. Are you able to share?
it says the host is sharing, so I can't.
Oh yeah, now you can share. Go ahead. Did you share?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let me see. Okay. Oh, okay. I see where you messed up. So you see how you had when I receive start game, broadcast start game. You know how
Yeah.
that's an infinite loop, right? Because I call start game. Once I hear start game, I say start game, and then I hear start game again. So I say start game. That's an infinite loop. So what you're actually gonna do is you're gonna instead of doing when I receive start game, you're gonna do when flag clicked for that one. So when we click the flag, then it's gonna broadcast start game.
Wait, so what do I do?
On the very top, do you see when I receive start game, broadcast start game? Remove
Yeah.
that when I receive start game, and instead
Oh,
replace it with when flag clicked.
okay. Wait.
Or actually, don't remove it. Or yeah, you can remove it. Okay, so now detach the when flag clicked from the other, like go to X, Y, speed X, that thing. Detach
Oh,
it. Yep. Now move the when flag click to the broadcast start game, and now go to events, and then drag out when I receive start game. And put it there. So what this does is when you click this flag, it initiates start game. So everything else should be start game. So now it should work. Does it work?
uh, also now?
Okay, that's
Oh,
strange.
now it does. Wait, does
Okay,
it?
great.
Oh, yeah, it does. I
Yeah,
think.
okay, great. That's good.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Now let's look back at my screen. Okay. So now let's go back to the enemy. So now we have, well, now we're able to spawn the enemy types, right? So now we want to define what happens when we create a clone. So let's drag out when I start as a clone and let's put it there. And actually, sorry guys, but we're going to edit this block again. In enemy, spawn enemy, type, we're going to right click it and then click edit because I forgot a few things. So we're going to add a text label, an extra text label. And then we're going to write position X. And then for it, we're going to add a circular input, number or text. I'm going to press X. So like this. And then we're going to do the same thing for Y. So position Y with a text label. And then we're going to add an input, which is circle, and then Y. And then once you're done with that, click OK. And make sure you click run without screen refresh. It's not important, but it's good practice. All right, click OK. And then now, go to motion and then drag out a go to XY block. And we're going to place it before the set enemy type. And then in place of X and Y, we're going to put the X and Y that we had for the define block. So what this does is we can define exactly where we want our enemy to spawn right now. All right. So now, for when I start as clone, we're going to go to control, and then we're going to drag out an if. And then go to operators, drag out an equal to, and then go to variables and drag out enemy type. So we're going to check if enemy type is equal to 1. So that's a soldier. If enemy type is equal to 1, then we're going to do something. If it's equal to 2, then we're going to do something else. So that's kind of what's going to happen here. So when the enemy type is 1, we want it to be a kind of soldier. We want it to keep walking until it gets near the player. What do you mean? Oh. You're on the computer though. So okay. Now once we have enemy type 1, make sure we're going to put a forever loop around the entire thing. So outside of the if. That way we can actually make the tank run forever or something like that. Or rather, actually, can we flip it around? Let's do if enemy type is 1, then we're going to activate the forever loop. I think that's a better way of doing this. Okay? Now we're going to code in the enemy AI. We're going to code in what the enemy does. Okay? So what we want the enemy to do is we want it to be constantly pointing towards the player. So go to motion and then drag out a point towards mouse pointer and change that to point towards player. We want it to be like following us. All right. And for everyone, can we please go to my blocks real quick and then drag out a spawn enemy so we can actually have an enemy on the board that we can actually see what's going on. So we're gonna put that in the when I receive start game before the wait 3 seconds, just as a test. So we're gonna for type we're gonna place in 1 for soldier. For position X, we're gonna place let's say 220, and for Y we're gonna place like say 140 or maybe yeah 140. So now when we click the flag, we should see an enemy up there. Ooh, and I actually forgot something really important. So for the enemies, when the clones are the actual enemies. The real thing is just a enemy spawner. So we're gonna go to looks, and then we're gonna make sure we show before we go to anything, and we're gonna hide after. So if that makes sense. So I'm gonna show before we create a clone of myself, and then hide after. And then at the very beginning in the start game, we're also gonna place hide there. So what I added was I added a hide here, and a show here, and a hide here. This makes sure that the clone shows, but the enemy itself is never shown. All right, does everyone have this? So if we click this, then the enemy should be staring at us, even if we move around. Isn't that pretty cool? The enemy is staring right at us. And I'm gonna make this position X 200 actually, so it can be a little bit closer. But you don't have to like change it that much. But
Was there something I missed? Because I don't
yeah.
know. Enemy 1 is not really looking at me, I guess.
Okay, so in here you should have a forever loop. When enemy type equals 1, forever loop, and then it should be pointing towards the player. That's how we get it to look at you. Look at your player. Do you have that?
Um, yes, but I don't know. It's not pointing towards me.
It's not pointing towards you.
Yeah.
Like, but is it still moving based on where you are? Like, is it still turning?
No.
Not at all?
Yeah. Just facing one direction.
One direction? Okay. Um, okay, so when you spawned your enemy, did you make sure to do type 1?
Yes.
And down here, did you detect enemy type equals 1?
Yes.
It's really strange. Is all the code here the exact same?
Yes. Everything. I don't know. Is there something I missed about the types, like in the costumes with the name?
I don't think so. I mean, it should be pointing towards like maybe try to click the flag again. Do it again.
All
Now is
right.
it following you?
Uh, the side is facing towards me.
Oh, okay. See? All right, now that's the problem. Now go to costumes. You got to make sure it's pointing towards the right direction, this direction.
All right. I guess I
If it's
just.
not, then it doesn't work. But what you can do to fix it really quickly is you can highlight the entire thing, and then you see how there's this rotate option down here? You can rotate
Yes.
the entire thing. So make sure you're pointing it towards the right.
Okay, I guess it's
Yeah, that's a
facing.
very important thing.
Uh, oh. Lisa?
Sorry, what did you say? Hello? Did anyone say anything? No? All right. Do you have the costumes turned now? Hello?
Oh, yes.
All right, great. Now does it work?
It is working just fine.
That's great. Hold on a second. I'm trying to understand what is going on. Oh No. Um, okay. All right. So now it should be pointing towards the player. Now we want it to slowly move towards the player. So we're gonna drag on a move 10 steps. And after pointing towards the player, we're gonna change that down a bit because look at how fast that thing is freaking chasing us. So let's make it move 2 steps. 2 steps. Now click the flag again. It's chasing us pretty quickly. I think we're actually slower than that, which is kind of bad. Oh boy. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's move it to 1 step. 1 step feels good. It's slow, but it's not slower. It's not slow. It's not faster than us, which is good. You did 1.3. Okay, so now we're gonna have to make sure that it's a soldier. So before the forever loop, but inside the if enemy type equals 1, we're gonna go to looks and then we're gonna drag out a switch costume to the first costume, which is soldier. Just like that. All right, there you go. I have the soldier right there now. For now, it doesn't interact with the bullets, but we know it works, which is good. Remember not to put it in the forever loop. Put it outside the forever loop. Because this is initiation, so it's setting up before. So don't put the switch costume to inside the forever loop. Make sure it's outside. Okay? Does everyone have this? So now we're going to kind of code a bit of the tank. So what do we want the tank to do, everyone? We want it to shoot, right? We want it to shoot from far away. So, sorry, what?
Never mind. Just
Okay. So we're going to duplicate the code. So we can right click and then click duplicate to duplicate the code we have for enemy type equal 1. So now once we have this duplicate code, we're going to change the enemy type to be equal to 2. So we're going to check if it's equal to 2. And then for the switch costume 2, we're going to change it to tank. So we still want it to point towards player, but we want it to move slower. So let's make it half the speed, maybe 0.5. So half the speed of the other thing. All right. Okay. So for tank, we kind of wanted to shoot from like at least a distance away, right? So what we're gonna do is what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag out an if. Go to control and drag out an if. And we're gonna only make it move if, and bear with me, the operator, we're gonna drag out a greater than. Go to sensing and then drag out a distance to, which is right over here, distance to mouse pointer, change it to distance to player. So if distance to player is greater than, well, for now, I guess we can say, I think we should say distance to player is greater than 150. If it's greater than 150, then move 0.5 seconds. So now let's try out enemy type 2 by going up to the very top start game, and then let's duplicate the spawn enemy function, and then make it type 2 this time, and change its X position to negative 200. So when we click the flag, we should have a combination of type 1 and type 2. One should spawn in the corner, and one should spawn in the other corner. One is slower. Oh, and you can see that tank stops moving once it gets close enough, because it's a ranged attacker, so it's going to attack us through bullets. You're gonna change it to 2, tag 2. Negative. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
one, the tank enemy isn't spawning yet.
Oh, okay. Well, the spawning enemy, we have it as the function here. Let's actually move the function to the side. I think it's a bit annoying. We don't need to look at it anymore. But here's what we're gonna do. All right. I'm gonna reorganize this. Okay, so I'm gonna actually let's delete this wait 3 seconds for now. I don't think we need that. Delete that wait 3 seconds. And then here, our second enemy type is spawned using this second spawn enemy right here. And make sure you have the type 2, and make sure its position X is negative 200.
Okay, I see now.
Yep, there you go. Okay, so once you have these two, when you click the flag, it should spawn 2 enemies, one tank and one kind of soldier. Okay. Now let's code in. Let's set up the code for the player health. So go back to the player sprite. And then go down to variables in the player sprite. Make sure you're in the player sprite. And we're going to make a variable. Player health for all sprites. Make sure it's for all sprites and then click OK. So now we have player health.
Should we hide it?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, wait, don't hide player health. I don't think we need to hide it. So now, in the player sprite, in the whenever we see start game, after we set speed X and speed Y to 0, we're going to set player health to something you think is good. For me, I'm going to set it to 5. So that means it can get my player can get hit. No, actually, since they have tanks and everything, they have ranged attacks. I feel like we should do something like maybe 100. Not 100. No, that's a bad idea. 20. I'm gonna do 20. So it can get hit 20 times. That's what I'm imagining. Setting player health to 20 right here. Make the color black so it's more visible.
Can I do 25?
Yeah, go ahead. You can make it easier by adding more and harder by reducing it. Okay?
My screen says project could not save.
Okay, so just don't mess around with it right now. I'll help you with that after we're done, which is actually just in 2 minutes. All right? Okay. So now we should have everything should be set up for us to be able to code in the health for the enemies and the attacks for the enemies, make them deal damage to us, and actually do a playable game. And then here is where we're going to customize the enemy spawning. So we can make it random. We can make it random type depending on probabilities, of course. Yeah, but for now you can attempt to try to like run away from them. You can see how you can run away faster. The tank is really slow, slower than the guy, but the tank stops once you're close enough. Do y'all see that? Isn't that pretty cool? It stops there so it can attack you through its ranged attack. And yeah, I think that's about it for now. All right. So if you're done, we'll be continuing this next time. So good job today. and you may leave. Have a great week.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. And for
Yep.
Chloe, your thing couldn't save, right? Was it you, Chloe?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you click the download button? There should be a download button next to the, right? Do you
Yeah.
see it? Yeah. Download it, and did a download pop up on your browser?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now reload the page. And it's gonna say, "Are you sure?" Just say reload or just continue or whatever. Reload the page. Are you done?
Wait, do you just click the backwards button?
Oh no, there should be a circle button next to. Do you see like a circle button?
Oh yeah, and it says
Yeah.
Should I click reload?
Yep. Go ahead.
Mute.
All right. Do you have that now?
It says, whoops, our server is scratching its head.
Okay. So that means you have to log into your account. So can you go to the top right side and click login and then
Okay,
log
I
into your
have a
account?
question.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
If we're done, can we leave?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Have a great day.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Bye.
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 This weird thing popped up. It said complete your file.
Complete your profile.
Yeah.
I think you can just skip it. Can you like close it or skip it, or is it required?
It's required.
Okay, so can you complete it real quick? What does it say?
We need this information to comply with local child privacy laws and parental permission requirements.
Okay. So can you click the checkbox and then click continue? All right. Are you done with that?
Oh, now I am.
Okay. So now are you inside your game?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want you to click this file button. Do you see the file button?
Yeah.
Now click load from your computer. This button that I'm hovering over right now. Load from your computer. All right. Do you see a file that's named your project's name?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you double click that file real quick? Double click it. Hover over it and double click it.
It says replace contents of the current project.
Say yes or okay or whatever it wants. Just, yeah, yes
Oh,
or okay.
okay.
And now everything should be back. Is it all back?
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice. Of course. Have a great week. All right. See you next time.